Thank you very much. And since Ken is on the road, I'll start us off calling to order this Board of Ed Budget Finance Operations Committee meeting for Monday, January 25th. Present, we have Ken Schoberg, Sean McAvoy, Rachel Rogeri, and myself. Hopefully Liz Vogel will join us momentarily. Discussion item A and only, financial restructuring of athletics account. Dawn, would you like to start us off?
I would be delighted to start you off. Thank you for having this quick, short meeting. We did not get a much chance at our Monday morning meeting to discuss athletics, and I just wanted to make sure everybody, any questions you might have, and that everybody was aware of some of the changes that we're proposing to make and that we hope to be making for next fiscal year with the athletic fund. The main change that we're looking to do is to get rid of the athletic fund as an actual fund where it carries a fund balance or a reserve account, and treat it more like a department of the Board of Education. So what that means is it's mostly behind the scenes and the way we do our accounting in the background that that will be changing. Not necessarily, none of the programs will be changing. None of the way that Dane will operate his athletic fund will change. It's more of a ledger account, if you will, process that's going to change. His expenses already go through our normal AP process. They go through bank accounts. We already record all of that information. Payroll is going to be done the same way payroll is always done. All of his people are on payroll, I think, except for the coaches. I think they go through arbiter pay, right, Dane? But in any case, no one will actually see much of a change in the athletic fund. Even the budget process really won't change much. You'll see the same accounts. The only thing that may change is the fund number itself. If we bring it into 100, which is general fund, versus 510, which is what it's currently in, you may see a little restructuring of the account number itself. We do have some logistics that I think we're going to have to that we may run into as we switch over the accounting structure within the financial system. So there may be a few things that I may bring back to you and say, okay, well, we anticipated to go in this direction, but in the process of doing that, we are actually going in this direction. One of the things that was brought up on Saturday that you already know, that was proposed on one of the changes for the athletic fund is that the rental revenue will be part of the building revenue and not part of the athletic fund anymore. And then where pay to participate was collected and gates receipt were collected, were always deposited into the student activity account. And then at the end of a season, they would cut a check out of the student activity account, and we would get that check back to the town. Now it will stay within the student activity account, but not be part of the budgeting process, but it will offset certain expenses that pertain specifically for the sports that the athletic or the pay to participate would be collected for. There's really not a lot of change that anybody's going to notice. It's mostly change within my office. The big change is that it will not accumulate any funds and there will be no fund balance at the end of the day. Some of the discussion about what's going to happen with the fund balance at the end of this fiscal year. Well, we know how much that's going to be after athletics has covered all of the expenses that they have. One conversation has come up, and I'll let Dane make that decision along with Dr. Greenwood at the end of the day, what they want to do with those funds, but was to turn it over to the sinking fund in order to support the Tiger Hollow and the Tiger Hollow projects that are going on down over there. So I didn't know if anybody had any concerns or questions or.
I have a comment about that last piece with the fund balance. Because it has been commingled sources of funds, right? Both the Board of Ed's funding piece as well as pay to participate. I do think that whatever we do choose to do with the remaining fund balance at the end of this year should be something that's brought to and agreed upon at the board as opposed to hearing afterwards. I want to make sure that we're all in together on that.
Right, I totally agree with that. And typically anytime we touch the fund balance or the reserve account in the athletic fund, we always brought it back to the board for confirmation of using those funds. So that definitely makes sense.
Any other comments on that? Or on the idea of restructuring this in this manner?
Seems a little more transparent.
That's the only, as far as my understanding goes, that's the only reason we're making this change. It really doesn't change much other than to help with that transparency and with, especially not only within our board, but with outside parties as well.
Correct. Yep. That's pretty much all I had. I just wanted to make sure, I know we didn't get much time to speak about it at the committee meeting, so I just wanted to make sure everybody was comfortable with if I were to bring that, where we kind of stand as a committee with some of the recommendations that we brought before the committee on the athletic fund to the board tonight, and discussed it at the board level.
So is this Budget and Finance Committee comfortable with recommending this change to the full board at the meeting tonight?
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. Great.
Great. We never got to that point, so I appreciate your taking the time tonight to give that okay. Otherwise, I would not bring it before the board tonight.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad we were able to carve out a few minutes to do just that.
That's pretty much all I had.
That being the only discussion item on this meeting, should we adjourn at this point?
Motion to adjourn.
Second, all in favor? Meeting adjourned. See you in a few minutes. Thank you very much.
Thank you.